My child, the moment you are reading these words, heaven itself is watching closely. There is a divine reason you have been led here, and tomorrow will not be just another day, it will be a day where everything shifts in your favor. You are standing at the edge of a breakthrough so powerful, it will leave you in awe of how perfectly timed God's hand has been. The clock of destiny is ticking, and September 14th is marked in heaven's book with your name written beside it. This is no coincidence, it is the unfolding of a chapter that has been prepared for you long before you knew it was coming. Your prayers, your tears, your silent sacrifices, none of them have gone unnoticed. Every single struggle you endured was not wasted, and every delay you faced was secretly preparing you for this exact season. Tomorrow is not arriving empty, it carries answers, restoration, and blessings wrapped in the mystery of divine timing. My child, you are about to witness how God turns pain into purpose in one single day. As the sun rises tomorrow, unseen hands will already be arranging what belongs to you. The voices that doubted you will be silenced, the ones who mocked your journey will be stunned, and the heavy burden you carried will be replaced with lightness you've never known. Nothing will remain the same after tomorrow. My child, tomorrow is carrying a secret that was hidden even from your own imagination. The things you thought were lost forever are about to return in ways that will overwhelm your heart. God has been keeping a record of every sleepless night, and now the reward for your endurance is being released. You may have wondered why certain doors closed, why people left, and why you faced battles you didn't deserve. But my child, it was never rejection, it was redirection. Everything that fell apart was a setup for what heaven is delivering to you on this exact date. As the world wakes up on September 14th, your atmosphere will already begin to shift. Conversations will happen in your favor behind closed doors, names will be spoken where you are not present, and opportunities will chase you without effort. Tomorrow is your confirmation that delay is not denial. Even now, the enemy is restless, because he knows what is being prepared cannot be stopped. That's why you felt the intensity of recent days, the pressure was a sign that your blessing was already near. My child, when the morning comes, the heaviness will break, and a season of divine laughter will begin. Destiny has a way of calling you at the appointed hour, and tomorrow is that hour. The miracles that once seemed distant are already on their way with unstoppable force. You will be taken by surprise when what you thought required years is suddenly placed into your hands in one day. The same voices that whispered against you will tremble when they see the tables turned. The ones who thought you were finished will have no choice but to watch you rise. And you, my child, will understand why God made you wait, because only in this timing could the blessing shine this bright. Remember, you are not stepping into an ordinary day. You are stepping into a divine appointment, signed and sealed by God Himself. Your footsteps will be guided, your words will carry power, and your spirit will sense a peace so deep that you will know heaven has already moved. Even now, angels are being positioned with instructions concerning your life. Some are carrying messages, others are carrying wealth, and others are carrying protection. Everything is aligning to make tomorrow the most wonderful day you've ever experienced. My child, this is why you could not give up, why you could not walk away. Heaven has been holding this surprise, waiting for the moment your spirit would be strong enough to carry it. You are chosen for this day, and nothing can cancel what is about to unfold. Do not be afraid if tonight feels heavy, because often the greatest battles come just before the greatest blessings. Stay firm, stay expectant, and watch how quickly God shifts everything overnight. Tomorrow is not just marked, it is secured. My child, as the night moves closer to tomorrow's dawn, there is a stirring in the heavens that cannot be ignored. What you are about to walk into is not ordinary, it is a shift of seasons, a divine announcement that your waiting has not been in vain. The very fabric of your destiny is being rewoven with threads of gold. All the pain that once pressed against your heart will lose its sting as joy replaces sorrow. Your tears have watered the ground of your future, and now harvest time has arrived. Nothing that you went through will be wasted, every loss is about to return multiplied into blessings. Tomorrow will carry a fragrance of new beginnings. You will sense it in the air, in the way conversations align, in the way opportunities appear. This is God's way of showing you that He is not limited by time, by people, or by circumstances. What is yours will not pass you by. Your name has been called in the halls of heaven, and instructions have been released in your favor. The angels that once watched you cry in silence are now preparing to deliver laughter to your lips. My child, you are on the edge of a miracle so personal, so precise, that only God could have orchestrated it. Every battle you fought is about to make sense. The betrayals that broke your trust were not to destroy you, but to protect you from what would have hindered this blessing. The closed doors that made you feel forgotten were actually redirecting you to the open gates waiting tomorrow. Even the silence you endured was heaven's strategy to sharpen your spirit. For it was in the silence that your faith grew, in the stillness that your strength matured, and in the loneliness that your calling became clear. You were never abandoned, you were being prepared. When the sun rises tomorrow, chains will break that you didn't even realize were holding you. Invisible barriers will collapse, and a pathway will open that no human hand can close. This is not just a day in your calendar, it is the doorway to your destiny. The voices that once doubted your worth will be silenced by the evidence of God's favor. And you will walk with a glow, not because of your efforts, but because heaven has chosen to shine through you. My child, you will be a living testimony of how fast God can change a story. Do not fear the weight of what is coming, for God never gives without also strengthening. Where your strength ends, His power begins, and tomorrow you will see it in action. You will no longer walk as someone forgotten, you will walk as someone favored. Even your enemies will not understand how everything turned around so quickly. Some will whisper in confusion, others will remain silent in shock, but none will be able to deny what they see. What God does in your life tomorrow will be undeniable. This is why the attacks in recent weeks felt heavier, why the confusion tried to cloud your vision. The closer you came to this day, the harder the enemy tried to distract you. But my child, your spirit endured, and because of that, the reward could not be stolen. As you prepare for tomorrow, know that heaven has already written the script. You are not walking into randomness, you are walking into divine precision. Every step you take is being aligned with unseen guidance, and every word you speak will be touched with favor. The people you need will find you. The opportunities meant for you will locate you. And the blessings you thought were delayed will arrive on time, carrying the evidence that God was never late. You will be amazed at how quickly everything falls into place. My child, tomorrow will be the day when hope becomes sight, when prayers become reality, and when waiting becomes celebration. Nothing can hold back what has already been released. My child, the heavens are restless with anticipation, for tomorrow is already set apart. While the world goes on in its ordinary rhythm, your life is about to break free from everything ordinary. What you once dreamed in secret will now unfold in public. There is a reason your journey was harder than most, a reason the battles you faced seemed unfair. It was because your destiny carries weight, and only through the refining fires could you be made ready. Now, at last, the refining is complete, and the blessing is ready to pour. The very air around you will testify of change. You will sense an energy you cannot explain, as though something invisible but undeniable has shifted. That is heaven announcing that the old season has ended, and the new one has begun. My child, tomorrow you will no longer walk in shadows of yesterday's pain. The heaviness will lift, the fog will clear, and the path ahead will shine bright with divine direction. What you once thought impossible will become your reality. This is not just a season of addition, it is a season of multiplication. The seeds of patience you planted will not only grow, but they will bloom in unexpected ways. What you gave in silence will now return in abundance. Even the areas where you were robbed will see restoration. What was stolen from you in years past is already being commanded back with interest. For heaven does not allow its chosen ones to remain empty-handed after enduring so much. Tomorrow, you will see signs that cannot be mistaken. A message will come, a door will open, or a voice will speak words that confirm everything you have been sensing. These are not coincidences. They are divine markers pointing you forward. Your name will be spoken in the right rooms, by the right people, at the right time. You will find yourself remembered in places where you were once ignored. And the difference will not be chance, it will be God Himself aligning the pieces. Do not underestimate the power of one day. For what is set to happen tomorrow carries the weight of years. The struggles of your past and the prayers of your heart will collide in a single moment of breakthrough. The people who once doubted you will witness what faith can do. Their words will lose power as your reality becomes undeniable. And you will stand tall, not in pride, but in awe of what God has done. My child, heaven has declared this day as a turning point. You will no longer chase what belongs to you, it will chase you. And the speed of what is coming will leave you speechless. Even the dreams you left behind will awaken. Buried visions will come back alive, and your spirit will burn with a passion you thought was gone. Tomorrow will remind you that nothing is too lost for God to restore. You have walked through nights of silence, but now you will walk through mornings of revelation. Where confusion once clouded your mind, clarity will flow like a river. Where despair once weighed you down, joy will rise like the dawn. The things you were afraid to hope for will now be handed to you. The risks you thought were too dangerous will now look like open paths. And the strength you once lacked will suddenly fill your soul. My child, heaven delights in surprising you. The blessings that arrive tomorrow will not just meet your expectations, they will exceed them. You will realize that your imagination was too small compared to what was being prepared. The evidence of God's favor will be so visible that even strangers will notice. They will see a glow in your face, a confidence in your walk, and a peace in your eyes. That is what happens when the divine touches your life. Do not be startled when unexpected calls or messages come tomorrow. Some of them will carry news that shifts everything. Others will be the very confirmations you prayed for in silence. Watch carefully, for the signs will be subtle yet undeniable. A person you thought was gone from your story will reappear with divine purpose. An opportunity you once lost will circle back at the perfect time. Even the environment around you will carry signals. The conversations you overhear, the words people speak, the timing of events, all will weave together like threads of destiny. My child, nothing will be random tomorrow. It will feel as though the universe itself bends in your favor. That is because heaven has already decreed it. And once heaven decrees, nothing on earth can stand against it. My child, the night before your breakthrough often feels the heaviest, but do not be fooled by the weight you feel right now. The heaviness is only proof that something greater is on its way. The darkness always deepens before the dawn, and tomorrow's dawn is carrying your victory. The heavens are not silent, they are preparing a stage with your name written on it. Every delay you endured, every betrayal that cut you, and every moment of doubt is about to be answered. My child, tomorrow will speak louder than your past. You will see how pain was shaping your character and how tears were watering your destiny. You will realize that even in the silence, God was working, arranging people, timing, and circumstances. Nothing was wasted, and nothing will be lost. The very ground you walk on tomorrow will feel different. You may not notice it with your eyes, but your spirit will recognize it. For heaven is aligning your steps with precision no human hand can undo. Your story is about to shift in a way that will surprise even you. You thought you knew what was coming, but what heaven has prepared is beyond your imagination. God has hidden treasures in this day that you will only discover as you walk into it. The voices that once tried to define you will be silenced by the evidence of favor. No one will be able to deny what they see in your life after tomorrow. The same people who turned their backs on you will be forced to acknowledge your rise. My child, your journey is proof that endurance leads to glory. You did not break when the storms came, and because of that, you are stepping into a reward few ever reach. Your faith has been tested, and tomorrow, your faith will be rewarded. Do not hold back your expectation. Expect the impossible, expect the sudden, expect the miraculous. For this is not just a day of answers, it is a day of transformation. You will notice how things that once felt impossible suddenly fall into place. The conversations you need will happen without struggle, the opportunities you longed for will approach you, and the doors you once knocked on will now open on their own. This is not luck, my child. This is the divine hand of God fulfilling promises made long ago. What was spoken over your life is being manifested, and tomorrow is the beginning of its unfolding. Even your enemies will not understand how everything changes so quickly. They will wonder, they will question, but they will not be able to stop it. For when heaven moves, no force can resist. You will not walk into this day empty-handed. Heaven is sending gifts, confirmations, and miracles that will fill your life with joy. And you will know without doubt that this was not by human strength but by divine will. Tomorrow is not just a new day, it is a divine reset. Everything that seemed broken will be restored, everything that seemed delayed will be accelerated, and everything that seemed hidden will be revealed. This is your turning point. Your spirit will feel lighter, your heart will feel lifted, and your soul will recognize peace like never before. Even as you breathe, you will sense the freshness of a new beginning. My child, heaven has orchestrated this moment for you. No matter what you see tonight, no matter how heavy it feels, tomorrow will reverse it all. You are walking into a day written by God's own hand. You will rise with strength, walk with confidence, and speak with authority. And everything around you will respond, because the favor upon you will be visible and undeniable. Do not fear sudden changes, for tomorrow carries surprises that will shift everything. A phone call, a message, or a meeting could unlock what you have been waiting for. Be ready, for heaven often works through the unexpected. The same people who doubted you will witness your elevation. The same places where you faced rejection will open their arms to you. And the same battles that once seemed endless will suddenly dissolve. You will know it is God because the speed will be unnatural. Things that should take months will take hours, and things that should take years will arrive instantly. That is the signature of divine timing. My child, you have reached the threshold. You are not waiting anymore, tomorrow you are walking into fulfillment. Nothing will stop what has already been released from heaven. My child, tomorrow is not just a day, it is a divine announcement written in heaven before you were even born. The story of your life is about to enter a new chapter, and it will not be written in pain but in promise. You will wake up to a reality that feels too good to be true, yet it will be undeniable. Your tears of yesterday will become your testimony of strength. Every drop of sorrow you carried is being exchanged for joy, and the heavens are preparing to honor your endurance. Tomorrow is the day when silence breaks and celebration begins. You may not realize it now, but even tonight, invisible preparations are being made. Hearts are being softened, decisions are being influenced, and opportunities are being aligned. The world around you may look ordinary, but heaven is working behind the scenes. My child, the heaviness you feel is not an ending, it is the weight of breakthrough pressing through. The pressure will give way to peace, and the struggle will turn into strength. You will see it, you will feel it, and you will know it was all worth it. The ones who walked away from you will suddenly wish they had stayed. The doors that closed in your face will regret shutting you out. Tomorrow will be a day of reversal, and nothing will look the same. Even the places where you once felt invisible will now highlight your name. You will be noticed, remembered, and chosen in ways you never imagined. That is the power of God's timing. Do not be surprised if what you thought would take years happens in hours. Heaven does not work by human calendars, heaven works by divine decree. And tomorrow, that decree is unfolding. The acceleration will shock you. My child, everything you waited for is about to collide into your life at once. You will not be able to explain it, but you will not be able to deny it either. The environment around you will carry signs if you pay attention. A word spoken by someone, a sudden change in circumstances, or even a chance encounter will all carry meaning. Nothing tomorrow will be random, it will all be connected to your destiny. This is why the enemy fought so hard to distract you recently. He knew if you held on just a little longer, you would step into a season that cannot be reversed. But you did not give up, and because of that, you will inherit the promise. You are about to witness what happens when heaven says, now. Delays will break, resistance will fall, and the blessings that were stuck will flow freely. My child, the wait is ending, and the miracle is beginning. Do not be afraid of the suddenness, for it is God's way of reminding you that nothing is impossible. Tomorrow will prove that His power is greater than every obstacle you faced. Even your body will feel different when you rise. The tiredness that weighed on you will lift, and your spirit will feel renewed. You will carry an energy you haven't felt in years, because heaven is pouring fresh strength into you. The joy that fills you will confuse those around you, because they will not understand how everything turned in your favor so quickly. But you will know, it was not by accident, it was by divine plan. My child, your destiny has been waiting for this moment. The battles of the past were never meant to destroy you, they were only preparing you for tomorrow's unveiling. You are stepping into a season where even your scars will shine as proof of survival. Every broken piece of your past is being gathered and reassembled into a masterpiece. And tomorrow, you will see the first strokes of that painting revealed before your eyes. Do not let fear whisper into your heart tonight. Fear will try to tell you that nothing will change, that tomorrow will be just like today. But fear is a liar, and heaven's decree is louder. The moment the morning light touches your face, the atmosphere will shift. You will feel peace where you once felt panic, and hope where you once felt despair. That is heaven breathing life into your future. People will notice something different about you, even if they cannot explain it. They will see a glow, a confidence, a light that they cannot ignore. That is the evidence of divine favor resting upon you. My child, you are walking into a season where your name will open doors before you even arrive. Tomorrow begins the unfolding of that promise. Do not look back in regret, for everything you lost was only making room for what is coming. The people who left, the opportunities that slipped away, the seasons that ended, all were clearing the path for tomorrow's blessings. The weight of the past will no longer hold you down. You will walk lighter, you will speak bolder, and you will dream bigger. The future is no longer something distant, it begins tomorrow. Even the prayers you forgot you prayed are being answered. The desires you buried deep within your heart are being remembered. Heaven never forgets, my child, and tomorrow you will see the proof. The celebration of heaven will echo in your spirit, and you will know that the long night has ended. Tomorrow is your sunrise, and it will not be delayed. My child, the dawn of tomorrow is already written with your victory. Even as you read these words, the unseen hand of God is moving, preparing a stage that has your name carved into it. The world will soon see what heaven has always known: you were chosen for greatness. The weight of unanswered prayers is lifting, because the answers are already on their way. Tomorrow will bring moments that feel like miracles unfolding right before your eyes. Things you thought would never change will shift instantly. The tears that once stained your pillow will now be replaced with laughter that cannot be contained. You endured long seasons of silence, but silence was only the soil in which your miracle was planted. Tomorrow, that seed will break through. My child, you are about to see how suddenly God moves. You may have thought blessings arrive slowly, but when heaven says, "Now," the speed will take your breath away. Tomorrow is heaven's "now" for you. Do not underestimate what one day can hold. In a single sunrise, years of waiting can collapse into one moment of fulfillment. Tomorrow is not just a shift in time, it is a shift in destiny. The people who once ignored you will suddenly be drawn to your light. The opportunities that once slipped away will come searching for you. And the favor that felt far will fall upon you like rain. Even as you sleep tonight, angels are working in silence. They are moving obstacles, redirecting paths, and preparing hearts so that when you step into tomorrow, nothing stands in your way. My child, this is why the pressure was so heavy. Breakthrough always comes with resistance, and the resistance you felt was proof of how close you already were. Tomorrow, the resistance ends. Your spirit will recognize the change before your eyes do. You will sense peace where there was confusion, you will sense clarity where there was chaos. That is heaven's way of letting you know the shift has already begun. The battles that drained you will no longer hold power. The voices that accused you will no longer carry weight. And the fears that haunted you will vanish like smoke. You are entering a day where everything aligns in your favor. Nothing will be able to stop what heaven has set in motion. This is not just a promise, it is a decree. My child, tomorrow carries the evidence that you were never forgotten. The years of delay will make sense, because what arrives now will be worth the wait. Even the atmosphere around you will change. People will notice something different in you, even if they cannot explain it. They will see a glow that cannot be hidden, because favor always reveals itself. Do not be surprised if strangers show kindness or if unexpected news reaches you. These are not random events, they are divine confirmations that tomorrow has been marked for you. The heaviness in your chest will lift, and a fresh wind of joy will fill you. You will feel lighter, freer, and stronger. That is the signature of heaven's touch. My child, you will not have to chase what is yours. Tomorrow, what is yours will chase you. Think of how long you endured without seeing results. That season is over. The time of wondering is giving way to the time of witnessing. What you prayed in secret is now coming into the light. Those who once doubted your worth will watch in silence as you rise. Those who thought your story was finished will see it only beginning. Tomorrow is your day of divine reversal. Even your enemies will be left confused. They will wonder how everything changed so fast, but they will have no answer. That is because it was never man's doing, it was God's. My child, this is not a dream, it is reality waiting for you to wake up into it. The pieces of your life that felt scattered will suddenly fit together. What seemed broken will look whole, what seemed wasted will look purposeful, and what seemed lost will return. Tomorrow is the day where all of it comes together. Do not fear sudden change. Change is the proof of progress. And tomorrow will bring change so powerful, you will never want to look back again. Your heart will feel renewed, your vision will feel clear, and your steps will feel guided. Even the smallest actions will carry weight, because God's favor will magnify them. My child, tomorrow is not just another page, it is the chapter your whole life has been leading to.